Hello, my cheeky friends. It's Tuesday, and I am bringing you a layout for the Empty Box series. And if you are familiar with this series, it is about emptying this box that was full of old kits and scraps from those kits and bits and bobs that I needed to use up. And I have made quite the dent. So I am on course I gave myself 6 months to empty this box, and I'm on course to do that. But it's been a while since I have posted a layout just specifically for that series, and I wanted to make sure I got one to you. So this is a picture of Bab. And we are in California, and his Aunt Sue had bought some fruit and, hospitality type stuff. So she was going to make us some cocktails that she found online, and they required lemons. So I noticed this huge bowl of I mean, it wasn't just a huge bowl, it was huge lemons. I was like, oh my gosh, look at those lemons. And Bab is, he's a big guy, and his head, we've actually weighed his head before if you want to know the truth. And he can't wear like baseball caps and stuff, really. He's got one cap that he can wear because everything is too small, and he even wears that kind of up on his head because his head is so big that nothing fits and it hurts his head. So this lemon was almost the size of his head. Like, I couldn't believe it. It was just giant. And that was not the only one. They were all like that. And I had never seen a lemon so big. And so I had to take a picture of it. It was just it was unbelievable. So I decided to go a very lemon color and yellow based, and I've kind of been in that clean, linear mood lately. I thought I was gonna be back on a mixed media kick, but nope, not so much. I'm on a clean, linear kick and sewing. So, I like to mix it up and keep you guessing, I guess. So these are all from that empty box. Now I end up using the word wild on top of that label. And I know that label was just a label that came in an ephemera kit or an ephemera package, I should say. But I can't remember which one. And I glue the word wild down to it, and I don't like it. It bugs me. So I end up pulling that off. I think the flowers are all from Illustrated Faith. Apparently, I got that in an old kit, and I'm just going to make little flower clusters like I like to do. And I believe that label, whatever you do, make sure, I can't remember what it says exactly, make sure you do it well or something. In that pink with the gold foil is also illustrated. No, I want to say maybe those are Cartabella. Yeah, I think those are Cartabella. I'm going to take it back on the Illustrated Faith. Those are from a Cartabella line. But it's all thrown in that box, and so some of it doesn't have its packaging anymore. And I have a terrible memory, so that You're Sweet, I did cut from that Doodlebug paper. Now I always have to pull papers for the backgrounds and for occasional little strips and layering for this series. But other than that, I try to just pull what's in that box. And so let's see what else. Oh, that one little label says warning. And I thought it was perfect because it's yellow, and that is just a giant lemon. So warning. And then You're Sweet. I guess it should say You're Sour, but it works. It works on the page. And I'm just kind of making everything heavy-handed on the left right now. I kind of wanted to do an L shape. And I've done this before, but it's been a while. And I really wanted the emphasis to be on the photo. And when you make an L shape or a diagonal, or even sometimes when you make clusters of 3, it helps guide the eye to the photo, and so I'm trying to do that, but I'm also trying to use up some of those embellishments that are in that box. And now I know where I got the Illustrated Faith idea from, because I see that that sticker set is Illustrated Faith, and it was in that box. So I knew I was getting mixed up somewhere, but one is Cartabella, and I can't remember the name of the line, and the other one is Illustrated Faith, She Blooms. I do remember that. And so lots of flowers tucked here and there. Some of the puffy stickers from Pink Fresh Dream On. I'm just going to add. And here's where I'm thinking, you know, I don't know that I like that. And I'm trying to be a little slower in my process, a little, you know, thinking out things just a little bit more, because I don't usually go, I'll have an idea in my head, but I don't usually go by something specific unless I'm doing it for a design team. So I don't usually scrap lift or do a sketch or anything unless I'm doing it for design team work. And with this series, I'm just kind of winging it and enjoying and trying to use up all those little items in my box. And this is some L Studio Live, Laugh, Love, and I like that word smile because he does have a funny looking smile on his face. And then the word cute, because he is so cute. He's just adorable. He's like having your own panda bear. And he's just funny and playful, and we laugh every single day. So it's a good life. So the word cute is puffy as well. So the puffy stickers are adding a little bit of dimension, and that always helps to kind of, you know, it's not so flat in design. It gives you a little bit of space to rest your eye, and I don't know, I like adding texture to my designs. I know some people like theirs very flat so they don't get wrinkled in their albums, but I don't mind it. I like the dimension. I like the way it adds texture and dimension to the page. So you're about to see me pull that entire label off. It's just making me crazy. And I think part of it is that word wild is flat, and it just doesn't look like it goes on that label. I love the label. I wish I hadn't glued down the word wild, because I end up having to pitch the entire label, and I like the label. So I guess I just, you know, live and learn. You get in the middle of doing something and you're like, I don't know, that's really bothering me. I need to take that off. So that's what happened there. And I don't know why sticky, like alphas always lose their sticky, but I'm going to glue these down just to be safe, because I don't like things falling off my page. And what else did I use here? Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. I've been doing a ton of cut files in the shop, and so you know, there'll be information at the end in order to find the Cheeky Studios shop, but I've made some for the holidays, and I made one that was a bear because it reminded me of Alan, and so I recently did a layout with that one. Well, there's a couple of them, but one of them, the bear, is like cut in half, and then the other one's the full bear. Well, not the full bear, but the bear with a scarf and stuff. So anyway, I did a layout with that cut file, and then I just cut one out from the snowflake background, and I'm going to cut some of the lettering out. So stay tuned for that. I think that turned out super cute. I love it. I didn't use the greatest background paper to cut it out of, so it's a little bit, you know, rough around the edges, but it's just because I used cheap black paper. I wanted it to be impactful, so it's black on white. Kind of like I wanted this to be impactful, but mostly yellow and just bright, happy colors. And I pull out several letter stickers here trying to make words. I can't remember. I think I was trying to make Oh My Lemon, and I couldn't find an E, and I couldn't find an N. So I was like, I kept going back, going through my thickers and stickers, trying to find an alphabet that worked. And I ended up finding one, but it took several tries. And I'm just going to add another little cluster there up on the right. And so I went with two different alphas. I remember now. I believe they're both Dear Lizzie, but one is a white with a very teeny tiny black polka dot, and the other one is the black with a little teeny tiny gold polka dot. And I believe those are from two of her different lines. And I like the title. I was trying to come up with something clever, and usually my titles are plain and boring, and like I said, I'm trying to be more thoughtful in my process. So I do like the title, Oh My Lemon, because we were like, oh my gosh, look at those lemons. I guess in California the weather's just perfect to grow giant lemons. We don't have those here. We just have normal lemons. I think we get most of our lemons out of Mexico or somewhere like that. I know we get a lot of our limes and avocados from Mexico here, but anyway, you probably don't care where we get our lemons from. I'm just going to add a few of these crosses that are like enamel dots. And I think I'm going to finish it up with a little bit of shimmers in gold. I think that is a gold. Yeah, Glorious Day. My little go-to gold now. Although I do have some Heidi Swapp, it takes forever to shake it, and I don't know. Don't really have the patience for that once I'm on a roll like this. I'm going to add my little bit of sprinkles with the tone on tone. And I do have still pictures at the end. I hope you're liking this series. I'm loving bringing it to you. I think it's fun, and it's a good challenge for you to empty your stash, or maybe, put together a box of some of your older goodies and give yourself a date and a goal in which to make a certain number of layouts, whatever, motivates you to get through that box. And you're welcome to share anything and everything on Cheeky Studios Facebook group. And we just had some announcements over there if you want to go check that out. Please give me a thumbs up, and I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.